왜? 앉아.
At that point, she learned even people's food is not dangerous. And she went into a neighborhood, deeper into suburbia, looking for free handouts. By the end of it, this little lady was laying in people's backyards sniffing the barbecue. So, the police were called. When they showed up, they saw this big animal, they immediately tried to shoot her. And she took off. They missed their first shot, she hit the water. She went running for 6 days straight. And the cops gave up looking for her. So, then it was handed off to a private alligator trapper. That guy went in the water and got her alive. Now, private alligator trappers, you'll see them on TV all the time, and let me tell you, there is no college for this. A private alligator trapper is simply a confident man with swim trunks and a rope. He goes in that water and he gets them alive. That's how he brought her in. She went through 3 different rescues before we got her because she tried to murder all the other ladies that they tried to put her with. So the state gave us a call and they were like, hey, would you like to rescue an alligator? We were like, yes. Is it the Palm Beach serial killer by chance? And they said, yeah. And we were like, yeah, bring her in. So we brought her in. At first, we had her in her own pond. Then when mating season came around, this little lady started flirting with this big guy right here. And he liked her. He called back. And they played a game of Marco Polo for days. We saw that they liked each other, so we chose to give it a shot. We'll give love a chance. We put her up on the hill. When she came down to the water to say hi, she scared the daylights out of him. He freaked out. He puffed up, he hissed, he roared right into her face. We thought he was going to kill her. We were panicking, but the funny thing is, she didn't buy it. She suddenly got really calm. I don't know if you've ever seen a scary lady get calm, but it's terrifying. She got calm. She went in the water. She forcefully cuddled under his right arm and then proceeded to bite him in the face several times. That was the first date, and that was love at first bite. Happy wife, happy life. These guys have been together for over 16 years. And I don't know if you can tell, she runs the show. She wears the pants, yeah. So with her being from the wild, we have no idea how old she is. We've been saying she's 25 years old for the past 16 years. For this big guy right here, we know for a fact, as of now, he is 68 years old. 68 years old, 13 feet, and over 800 pounds. Or for the rest of you guys, that's 4.5 meters and 360 kilos. I had to Google that. I don't know what that is. Yeah. But he is still growing. For every foot in length that this big guy grows from now on, he gains an additional 200 pounds per foot. Despite his size, this animal can swim 25 miles an hour. They can jump out of the water at over 35 miles an hour. And he can bite down around 3,000 pounds per square inch. So trust me, if this guy wanted to kill me, it would already be done. But I'm not a threat, I'm not food, I am not worth his time. He's 68 years old, he's seen it all, I don't impress him whatsoever. Now, in the 70s, these animals almost went extinct. By 1971, we only had 200 left. And there were several animals in this case. There was the American alligator, the bald eagle, the American river hog. These animals were the reason for the Endangered Species Act being founded. The alligator was the first one put on the list, and they were the first ones taken off. They brought them into captivity, and they realized the female alligator has 50 babies every year till the day she dies. You see, in nature, 90% of them are eaten by birds in the first year. Only 4 out of 50 make it to adulthood. Once they had them on the farms, these farms not only produced enough alligators to repopulate our wilderness areas, they intentionally overproduced alligators to cause a collapse in the economic value on the animal. Really, the value is in how rare it is. So if you make more skins, the value diminishes. They made so many alligators, the black market collapsed. They can't make a penny on a wild alligator anymore. And this is how you save a species. You get the money out of the situation. Now we have a balanced population of around 2 million alligators. We are also the only place in the world that has both alligators and crocodiles. We have 3,000 American crocodiles south of Miami into the Florida Keys. And now these crocodiles have never killed anyone in the U.S. They have killed people in Mexico, but Mexico invented tequila, and that's not the crocodile's fault. At the end of the day, yeah, it's a lot of self-defense. Those guys just need some lawyers down there, yeah. But the only ones that will really eat you are the Nile crocodile of Africa and the saltwater crocodile of Australia. These two, they eat about 5 people a day. The difficulty is these are the first two ever scientifically described, so all of them have been guilty on association, even in our culture to this day. There are 26 species total, only 2 want to eat you. All the other ones want nothing to do with you. Anyone in here in the New World, any of these crocodilians, they are all small game hunters. The only time they got afraid is when they were told it was the same thing they've seen happen. They're all very different animals. Every animal is playing the cards they deal, and the only big game hunters you'll find here in America is the wolf and the grizzly bear. Alligators, they go after raccoons, possums, turtles, birds, fish, frogs, snakes, and other alligators. That is an alligator's favorite food is a smaller alligator, so if you guys decide to eat alligator meat today, don't worry, they don't take it personal. Throughout the U.S., on average, 5 people a year are bitten by an alligator, but over 1,600 people a year are bitten by other people in New York City, guys. So, at the end of the day, the only thing you gotta be afraid of is a city guy with a free schedule. Animals are very busy as long as you don't get involved. So if you do see one in nature, love it, appreciate it. But remember, if it looks at you and it starts swimming at you, this one's been illegally fed. That's the most dangerous one. Do not wait to see what will happen. Don't even get this close. I know these guys. I've been with them for years. I would never get this close to the wild alligator. They can propel 75% of their total length out of the water at 35 miles. From where she's sitting right now, she could jump and bite your head, so be careful. Yeah. Just in case. The only thing that should scare you more than American wildlife is an American hospital bill. It's very expensive. So as long as you guys don't push it, you'll be fine. At the end of the day, the Everglades is not the most dangerous place in Florida. That is known as I-95 northbound. That is the most dangerous place. Give yourself some due credit. You know, driving a car, owning a gun, riding a horse, operating heavy machinery, all these things can kill you if you do something stupid if you push it. So as long as you know your limits and boundaries and you don't push it, you'll be fine. They don't bite Native Americans, they only bite spring breakers. It's on us, so just keep your distance and you'll be alright. But I do want to give everyone here a chance to pet a baby alligator before you guys go back on your bus. So before we do that, does anybody have any questions about alligators, crocodiles, reptiles, the Everglades? Yes, sir.
Do they mate for life?
It's like humans. Sometimes one mating season, they never see each other again. Sometimes there's a monogamous pairing. Sometimes a male can have up to 9 girlfriends in a harem. But it is not the male's choice, it is the choice of the dominant female. Yeah, it's not up to you, it's up to your wife at the end of the day. And his wife says no. We tried to put 2 more girls in here and she tried to kill them. She scared them so bad, they climbed that whole fence and they flopped right where you guys are standing and we had to grab them. That's her man. And this fence, yeah, it's not designed to keep the American alligator in, it's designed to keep the American idiots out. An alligator can climb a 6-foot fence in less than 9 seconds. So say if we were wrestling these guys and feeding them in properly, they would straight up leave. But we give them everything they want and nothing to worry about. I don't scare them, I give them their food, they never have to fight, they never have to hunt, so they stay here by choice. And we know this for a fact. This big guy got out during Hurricane Wilma. We got hit by a tornado. This was all gone. He walked over the hill for 5 days. He tried to lay on one of the boats to sun himself and he sunk the boat. They had to pay $2 grand to have a crane delivered and pull it back out. While they were doing it, he acted like he didn't do anything. He walked in here, he sat here for 3 weeks while they reconstructed the fence. Yeah. So he's like us. We all complain about paying taxes, but none of us want to build a log cabin yet. We still have the internet and Wi-Fi. So, yeah. He's a spoiled brat. He's so spoiled he won't even eat a chicken with the feathers on it. I have to plug his chickens for him. She's from the street. She knows the value of the dinner. She'll eat everything. Any other questions?
Have you ever caught one?
Have you ever caught an alligator? I've had to catch her before, yeah. When hurricanes come through, that's the only time when we start to get serious about it. I try to be as hands-off as possible. But if the eye of the storm is coming here, we got to bring these guys in. Yeah, so I don't wrestle alligators. You see, wrestling is a performative act. I wrangle alligators. I want to put them in a truck, and I don't want to die. That's what I do. Yeah. Any other questions?
Where do you take them with that hurricane?
They go into the main building. What we do is, you ever seen on the road when they have those big black drainage tubes they put in for the flood waters? You ever seen that before? Those tubes, we put guillotine doors on the sides, we slip them in there, we close it, we carry them in. Storm passes overhead, we stay with them. Once the storm passes, we come back in and make sure everything's fine, trees didn't fall, we put them right back. We try to be as hands-off as possible. And don't get me wrong, we're not worried about them flying away. We're worried about something landing on them. Yeah. Honestly, hurricanes are only a problem for humans because we stack concrete and it's expensive. These dudes love hurricanes. That water level comes up, it reconnects ponds that have been disconnected for a long time. It fixes waterways, knocks the fish out and sends it downriver, and these guys are just wait for it. So they love hurricanes. Any other questions?
Nick, why is his wife doing that on top of his head like that? You think she's feeling possessive or insecure about everybody else and she's like,
Absolutely.
you know?
100%. She's the star of the show. Yes. But yeah, what actually is happening, it's an interesting thing with them. They have been doing their mating vocalizations, and they're not really supposed to do it this time of year. This guy started singing to her, and it spiked up her hormones. So that's why she's getting a lot more confident, dominant in the situation, honestly. Most of the time, she's in the bottom of the pond pretending like we can't see her, like she's invisible. But when those hormones come into play, she'll chase me around the cage. Completely different personality these animals. Nothing is scarier than an angry mama at the end of the day. Any other questions? And if anybody's wondering why the water is yellow, it's because we're sponsored by Bud Light. We pump it straight from the Everglades. It's tannins, just like tea and coffee. When a tree dies, it stains the water just the same. It has antibacterial properties. It also has a sunscreen effect, so when they go under, it actually helps them cool down. And if you notice, an alligator's belly is the exact same color. This is what they're designed to be in. It's the sweet tea water. Alrighty, I want to give everybody here a chance to pet a baby alligator. So, as a rescue, as a nonprofit, you guys make this possible. Thank you so much for coming out and seeing us. Donations are greatly appreciated. As of now, if you want to pet a baby, he's got one out there on the right side over there. You can head on down there and say hi. If you don't want to, have a lovely day. Thank you guys for coming. Don't go swimming. Watch